She needs psych meds and therapy? No, I think this whole country does because it's stupid. This whole country does because you know what? What all I've said's true. But you know what? I've been hurt and I don't care. I was hurt before I came up here. God done knew. God sent me up here, so I don't know. You'll see. I'm not the laughing stock. I'm not the bad person. I don't care. Well, I got told shut up. I didn't know what I was talking about my whole life. So you know what? I always kept my information to myself. But it turns out I am a pretty smart motherfucker. I'm a savvy. I'm a savvy. You know, when you're alone a lot, and God will give you answers. You need answers, God will give them to you. Thank you for the stickers. I still ain't figured out what them do because they give you points, but I don't know what you can do with the points. I'm good. I am good. They know I'm right. They just think they're gonna, I don't know, that I was gonna dissolve and go away. They was gonna break my heart and I'd be quiet. That I wouldn't come up here and get in these motherfuckers' faces too. But it shows, like I said, how Maryland State Police has done me, how Laurel had acted. They're just ridiculous. They act like idiots. Out of hand idiots. They're out of hand. They've lost their minds temporarily or something. But God said he's going to do that to them. That's a scary spot. That's a scary spot to be. You know? They do. And they lie through their teeth to the people. They've lied through their teeth so fucking bad, and these people's going to pay so severely. They are. Oh, you don't have a clue. What? These false prophets, all these people prophesying over people's lives, making them promises that they know ain't no prophecy. It's a prophetic word. They are screwed. They're in trouble. They'll be gnashing their tongues. All them lies they told. Bible says so. The Bible says so. God will handle it, and that's what it says. But I don't know what they think, just because it's been so long since something major has happened, I guess. I don't know. But they're wanting everybody to be a prophet and shit, and everything I said has happened. Everything I said up there. The storms, I said it before the storms hit. It's fucking sick. I'd like to go in and just start busting, running. That's how I just, for the people, man. Take one for the team. But you get in their face and they're just stupid. That's why are they there? Why is the American people paying these people? Why are they getting paid to do things when they're not doing nothing? And this is clear. They don't do nothing. They lie and they manipulate people. They've been a hoe. I can't stand these people. They've ruined so much by letting this grass go. They've ruined so much. But everywhere I look now, I see that vine. Oh, I was by Arby's. And that lady was there at Arby's. And then when I went up to the fucking truck stop up there, they put a thing and said they had to have a permit to park. So she's busy. This bitch is busy. This bitch is so busy. She goes like that every time. The 2 times that I seen her and could have seen her face, she turned away where I couldn't. Should have just stopped, got out, walked over there. Because somebody, if I have to know them or they wouldn't want to hide their face so bad. You know what I'm saying? I want to know who the fuck this is. It's a coward's what it is. A fucking coward, a lying ass coward. Thank you, Mama Green. Yeah, that dude that got out of McDonald's. Get out of here, you pot-bellied motherfucker. Get the fuck on, you pot-bellied motherfucker. Go have your baby somewhere else. Go birth your baby somewhere else. I'm going to tell you something. There's something so big in that dude's stomach. And it moves around and it's so fucking big. When I put medicine on him, it would move and it would scare him so bad. And that's what I'm saying. All of this shit and all these... Oh, it just makes me wish I had a golf club. You're 8 months pregnant? No, this was a dude. This was a dude. Oh, I feel for you. I was pregnant, bam, bam, bam. I had big babies. And I had big babies. I know. I know. It's just, it's wrong on these people's part, and it's like somebody's got to stand up against them, Because I came to them very nicely. I went to the town meetings, I went to the offices, and all of them mocked me. They all knew. This community, they all fucking knew. And I don't give a goddamn if they cured or not. What they put me through, they're gonna fucking pay. They're not going to get away with this. God will not allow that. That's how stupid and arrogant man is. Fucking stupid. I had 4. Dropped your phone. I've got to quit doing that. It hurts my knuckles. I used to be a bad phone thrower. Cordless phones, I could never keep them because I always broke them. I was a remote thrower and a phone thrower. I broke myself from that. I did. And a door slammer. I was like superstar. I'd slam that door over and over and over and over and over. Yeah. And I broke our front door. It was wooden. And I broke it. He got one of those so-called steel doors. Shit. Yes. Yes. But I think it was, the softness of them that, broke me from it. But everybody has a point where, you know what, hey, you're fixing to get your fucking jaw broke. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you say you are. I just know God's will be done, and that's what keeps me calm. That's what keeps me from, because I've never been away from, I never went away from everybody like this and on my own and not stressed about everything. But I'm starting to see things that I don't understand, and some things that I don't understand yet. I will. And this country probably knows that. These leaders, these elite, these blatant fucking badass fucking elite, Got people starving all over the world, and they think they're so fancy up here with their fucking fake-ass fucking attitudes. Go the fuck on, you fake-ass fucks. Shit. Take your fakeness and go the fuck on. I'm not sure what that is. Damn, you still live? No, I haven't. I've been live for 35 minutes. Light up and just listen. No, I don't need to turn to Allah. You turn to Allah if you want to turn to Allah. But I have had a God my whole life, and I will. Get the fuck off my thing. Get the fuck off my thing. You're from Israel, ain't you? Israel? You know you're in trouble, Israel. You are. You fake-ass lying fucks. Wait and see. Allah. Better stay the fuck off my thing, Allah. God does. God knows exactly who I am and what I am and everything about me. There ain't no damn law. You guys have come out with all this shit all of a sudden and go to hell. Did you know when he comes back, you are going to pay for all that? Christ. Yes, Jesus, when he comes back, they're going to pay. God is going to make them pay for everything they've done. Not a law. But that's what's twisted about some of the things they've done. But you know what? I think there's more to that too. I think there's more to that too. But just enjoy yourself. No, you crazy. You crazy. Right. I don't listen to the haters. I kind of do. I really don't give a fuck. I mean, if these motherfuckers think for fucking 2 seconds because of what they done to me up there and everything, and what these fucking cops and shit has done my whole life. Elite, you're going down, freaks. You're fucking going down, music industry, freaks. You all are gonna be stopped, freaks. You freaks that have no remorse and no thought of other people have had your fun for too long. They've had their fun for too long. And I ain't talking about the thugs out on the street. I ain't talking about those. I'm talking about these motherfuckers who are supposed to be leading the people and let them so wrong, done so bad, done so much, lied and killed so many. Fuck these motherfuckers. And they're running around like fucking chickens with their head cut off, trying to find what God has planned. When they couldn't even absorb the concept of everything. They couldn't even comprehend it. Couldn't even fathom it. Couldn't wrap their mind around it all. I know they haven't. And look at all that fucking paperwork, how many trees for their paper. Do you know it's actually that was one thing that God he doesn't like. He doesn't like. And do you know when you loan money, there's a thing when you loan money. It says somewhere in the Bible we're loaning money that after so many years or whatever, on the 7th year, something like that, you let their debt clear their debt for them. They've never done anything like that. None of that shit is nothing remotely close to fucking being justifiable or even close to fair has happened in America. They have been killing old people for their properties. They have been fucking with little orphans. They're scumbag motherfuckers. These elites are sick. But I'm one little baby. They should have stepped aside instead of raping me. I mean, I'm going to tell you that right now. Because I don't care. I do remember one face. I do. I remember him. So does God. So does God. That's why the motherfucker ain't got no goddamn limbs no more. He ain't even got no fucking limbs anymore. Motherfucking bastard. Made money for the fucking United States, though. In Switzerland, I don't think so. Fuckers are gonna pay. You can hide, you can run wherever you fucking want. You're not gonna get away with it. They're not gonna get away with it. They'll be hunted down. That'll be the sport about it. That'll be the sport of this. I hope. I don't need to pin my PayPal. I don't need nothing right now. But thank you. I don't need nothing right now. And I've actually still got money for lunch tomorrow, so. What happens when we die? Bible says we die just like animals. That's what the Bible says. Why not have a good life? A long life. Some people were born different, I think. There's more to this life than what they've told us. They've been lying to us. And I think I know part of it, but, you know, I don't, you know, unless I know a fact to be a fact, I keep my mouth shut. Because that's not something, you know, that's why we got so much confusion. People run their fucking mouths. I mean, they've been saying shit like, use your blue power. These motherfuckers, shut up. They are so, blows my mind. You know what? I'm not even going to say what it was, but, you know, I'm not going to say, but I find it hilarious. Hilarious. God, and I thought, Lord, just let me wake up and be home. Just let me wake up and be home, you know, or something. It's just be a bad fucking dream, you know. But I've pinched myself and all it does is hurt. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Pac Mag. Thank you. You know what? Some of them, where I get mad at the government, I mean, some of the shit I've said, I mean, some of them, I'm so fucking mad. And it's like, oh, settle down, Sally, look at you, all riled up. Look at you go. But they tried to beat this fire out of me my whole life. But you know what? These people say things about people and run them down and talk bad and stuff when they The whole, and one day when this is all over, the whole story can be told. You know what I mean? You know? But the best thing we could have done, I thought, was, hey, she's right. Let's do something right about it. But it absolutely says that, oh, I know. Yeah. Just wondering how many people they have killed. Because we all know in the end they return. I just wonder how that'll work. How that, Because, the powers of God is so. By all rights, I have every right to walk in that motherfucking place with that goddamn tire tool and start beating fucking heads in. I do. What they've done to my whole fucking, everybody up there, I have every right. Bastards. Greedy bastards. Shut up and don't antagonize me. Don't ever do that. Don't you even. Because God says that ain't what to do. My way is the fiery way. Okay? Everybody knows that. But you know what? I've always said I leave my problems to God. I do. When I was drunk, I fought a few times. And the rest of the time, it was just me and my kids' dad fighting. But you know what? He taught me everything I know. And you know what? I mean, I learned. Learned me a lot. Prepared me for everything that was going to happen, too. Grant you did. So God's way, like what I'm saying, and we all have tests. We all have trials. We all have different things. And I guarantee you, I seen a video last night. About a little guy. He lived in the something forest, but it's like fucking frigid cold. I think maybe somewhere in China or Japan or somewhere. It's somewhere over in there. But But he lived alone by himself out in the middle of nowhere. It was like 5 miles to the nearest store and stuff. But that life is so, just sitting there, laying there watching him, and that contentment, and just playing little sounds on his on bowls and jars and stuff with a spoon. But it's just like, if people could learn to be like that, I think that's what people need to learn to do, is to be alone, to learn to be alone, because, But no one should, be forced and said no one listened to her. But just know this, like everybody said, this is God's plan. God has been talking to me. I have been learning a lot. That's all I want, is to see him. That's all I want from this world. I don't want nothing else from this world. I wanted to help people. you know? But once I got up here and I read part of the Bible, I understood more than what I ever knew. And it's like, that made me fight harder. And that made people mock me worse. To where, I couldn't get anything out. And that is the most insane thing a country's ever fucking done. Ever fucking done. And these arrogant fuckers, regardless, they'll lie and want to take credit for things other people do and live with their self. No. Hell fucking no. Whenever that happened to me, and when I went through everything I done to find out how to fucking cure, what to do with this grass, and figuring out what the problem was up there and everything. This is insane. This was insane. I cannot stand Trump. I cannot stand these elite, the fucking Justice Department, all those motherfuckers. They're done. They're done. I don't give a fuck how you slice this. These people are done. The elite, all of them, they're done. They think they're not, but they are. This is a joyous time, actually. For some. Learning lesson for others. I mean, this stuff, that stuff was horrible. It hurt so bad. That stuff hurt so bad when because I got it, and it was like, man, it hurt so fucking bad. It was God showing me it. Because it says it had the head like a lion and hair like a whatever, the locust. I've seen them, and it's not what you think. It's in your skin. It gets in your skin, and it's bad. And it said it has a stinger like a scorpion, and it does. It hurts so fucking bad. It'll just, make you just delirious. And I wanted to prevent anybody else from feeling that, from anybody else having that. And the parasite too. But you know what? This is how this country's acted towards me about it. Ludicrous. And when I first got on here, no one had ever fucking heard of the shit. Now they want to maul around and act like they're the fuck. I'm gonna tell you something, Trump. You know what? We need to bring back the old time lynchings. Yeah, we do. Right now, it needs to be lynching season. It does. It's what they done to us. It's what they done to all of us. What did we do? We're good people. Good people. They're raping babies, eating babies, sacrificing people so they can stay young. They're sick. That's why these people pop up and they look young again. They're demented fucks. They don't really. It's witchcraft. It's demons. They're demons. So what are those demons? And it's wrong. It's not funny. I mean, the lies, though. It's the lies. So many fucking lies. So much lies. When we wonder why our nation's crumbling. Then you wonder why our nation's crumbling. And this happens so fast. Well, there'll be a day that nobody will be mocking me. There will be a day that nobody mocks me. I grant you. Some of us roll along solo. Safety and solo. Know that. Do you know what, though? I found out about demons. Do you know what I found out about demons? Most of the demons, the reason they're a demon, the reason there's these feelings of not being loved, not being cared about, never having no one truly care about them. And that happens. That happens a lot. But it's usually the ones that was coddled that break. Free Palestine? Do you not know our country is in trouble, really? And people's too stupid to know? Thank you, Landon. I like your name, Landon. I got some dirty clothes in a bag over here, in a trash bag, a plastic bag. I woke up with my back on that bag. My back was so sweaty. So sweaty. Would you shut up? For the wages of sin is death? Are you kidding me? Shut up. Good Lord, man. I know this. What is sin? What is it you calling sin? Because most of you motherfuckers out there has been divorced 5 times, fucked half the men on your block. Now tell me nothing about sin. This country don't even know what sin is, okay? Bunch of perverts. What do you see? I'm scared that vape's gonna go out any minute. It'll be like, thank you, Mama Green. Why do they say it over and over? You know, why do they say it over and over? And I do not, I am. Love does. Yes. Yes. Well, hell, you know what? Everybody knows. Everybody knows. You take a bull, you put it in a pen. Take a bear, put it in a pen. Take a chicken even, put it in a pen. Put a pig in a pen, put whatever in a pen. Poke it, poke it, poke it, poke it, poke it, poke it. Poke it, poke it, poke it. Let that critter out. Let that critter out. I learned not to pet a wild animal when it's mad. See, I was always that type of person. So you couldn't be affectionate with me. You know, I mean, but, you know, I mean, go fucking It's so funny. Maybe okay, I'll rub my feet. See, I knew, I seen things a long time, some things a long time ago, and it was like, we all failed him. We all failed God. We all failed God. You know the thing about God is, you talk to God and sincerely mean what you're saying, they're very forgiving. And I think at this time, it'd be, you know, stop poking the finger of blame. Stop, you know, even me, but you know, I mean, and right now this needs stopped. They've messed up. They know they've messed up. They've messed up severely, not just a little bit. Because they refused to listen, for one. When there was you know what I'm saying? And then they just sit and do things and act like they have the right. They can kill whoever they want and not even talk about it, not even say nothing, and act like things didn't happen. And harass me and try to drive me mad. Well, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna fucking happen. Your little plans are not gonna work out like you think. See, there's certain things that I know that I don't talk about that it's like, yeah. You know? And then once, you know, because once that door of chant or great or whatever is over, it's over. I'd like to see everybody just wake up tomorrow and, you know, with just a different mindset and so let's do this. Let's be a nation again. Let's do things properly. But they can't. Because there's just can't. You know what I mean? But like I said, the only thing I want is him. That's all I want. That's all I want. First and foremost, it's God. Now. Right now. And it said that seek ye my face And I seen that person, and it's like, I want to break something because for one, I didn't sit there and eat with him. I was embarrassed because I was like, damn, dude. You know, and you don't need to be thinking like that about a stranger. But I was. I didn't feel like a stranger. I didn't see the YouTube video about me, and you know what? I really honestly don't give a fuck about a YouTube video about me. Do you understand that? You know what? I don't care what yins do. Yins are just showing your. These people need help. You know, I thank God I'm through that part. You know, where people's already, you know, I've already got my foot halfway in the door. To where people's listening to me and believing me. You know what I mean? Because it's not, I don't give a flying fuck about attention. I want the glory he deserves, the praise he deserves. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm not trying to be rude, and I don't mean this bad, but I guarantee you, because I don't like cutting people down, but I guarantee you, God is 1,000,000 times more fun than the devil's little charade could ever be. You know why? Equality. Well, it sounds like there's still going to be a totem pole because of the choices people made. I guess that's what it is. Is that what it is? Because people keep saying it's a game. God bless, man. No, it shouldn't be. Not at all should it be. You know what I mean? I don't think it is. I think they've made the game out of it. The music industry and all that shit was the one playing the games. There's not going to be no more games. And I think there's not going to be no more games. Look what it's done. Look what them games has done. The choice. Thanksgiving, I love me a turkey dinner. I do. And Bob Evans will let me order there and bring it across the street. You know, because I can't go to Bob Evans. For what? I didn't do a damn thing. They knew I didn't do, you know, that's just crazy. But still, they made a damn good turkey dinner. I bet Cracker Barrel does. I know, Braxton. Thank you. The one you love the most. Not always. Not always. No. Not always. You know, true love is true love, you know. And there's more to life, like I get what's See, for somehow I knew I was in a pickle when I had my last son. And I told him, you know, you saved my life. We saved each other. I saved, you know, somebody brought me back to life. It was God. What's this world done? Two of my kids is dead. Where is he? America? Huh? Where's he at? But there's things that ain't nobody's fucking business, you know? Some things that just ain't anybody's fucking business. Nobody's fucking business. And you know, when you say so, these people have been following me around for a long time. Every time I fucking park, somebody, you know, the park, and it's like, the only reason why you know is because they go like this. You know, they're trying to hide. They don't bother me at all. It's just petty. Because I can feel it when they're, you know, I know when they're just trying to be like that. And I know when I'm right. Everybody says I don't know those things. Yeah, I fucking do. And throughout this little journey, there's been a lot of it. But fuck the CIA. Fuck the FBI. Fuck this goddamn government. Fuck these lying motherfuckers. Fuck them. Fuck them all. Pussy ass bitches. Rent a good, an amazing country. So. Like I said, they need to fucking soldier up and they need to take their asses out and clean this mess up they've created. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I've been telling it for fucking how long. But you know, there's a bigger plan and at play here that we. And I don't doubt my God one bit at all. And you got to agree, there's been a lot of shit going on in this world right now. A lot of people have just easily just said, you know what, you're right. You know, and I've seen that. A lot of you know, people is, you know, say, you know, for one, but you know what? Arrogance is blinding. An arrogant person cannot see past their own fucking nose. An arrogant person can't see past their own face. I tell you what. Mr. Saltwater. It is. It is. I won't be played a fool. I will not be played the fool. Fuck these motherfuckers. They've been doing it long enough. No. This is insanity. This is absolute insanity. They're very sick. Thank you, Mama Green. I'm not gonna no, because I'm not. No. They're really hung up on what they call cuss words, ain't they? They're really hung up on that, ain't they? Stupid folks. Thank you. Right. Oh, and I have. I just, man, this is not hating my enemies. This is loving my enemies. Trying to, people, I can't stand them because of how stupid they are. Not because I don't like them as people. This is stupid. This has been stupid. And I'm not going to be overlooked. I'm not going to be talked down to. These fuckers ain't going to do this to me. I don't give a fuck how anybody looks at what. That's exactly how I fucking feel. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody says how they doubt that they wanted to humble me. That's the thing. Just because I say how I feel doesn't mean I'm not a humble. I'm the most humble person you'll ever meet in your life. Thank you. I do. I do. I came up here because my country was in trouble, but they don't give a fuck.